Frost, Patriots. We out here. Yeah, we out here.
Chief, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Pinky and the brain. The Maddis and the Bodies talk show. I want to understand this talk show is a talk show with a difference. So make sure you subscribe to Pinky and the Brain. Take over the world. Alright, that's it. Ninja food set up.
Night.
It's your girl, Prestige ATM.
And this is your boy, Platinum the Money Making Machine.
And we are welcoming you to the Pinky and the Brain Talk Show. And as always, it's a pleasure to be with you. So happy. I'm so elated that I'm here. And of course, I'm alongside my co-host, as I said. The only issue we're having here this evening, the weather.
Oh, wow.
This rain, it's been falling since Friday night. It's Sunday, April 30th.
Mm-hmm.
And continuously throughout, we've been having rain.
That's right.
And I cannot see that Empire State Building not to save my soul. So it's very heart-wrenching. But, you know, we keep it moving. We're trucking on.
Yeah,
you're
not a real New Yorker. You
no.
Have a WD-40 vision.
But overall, it's nice to be here. It's nice to be with you guys. And as we always wish and hope that you guys, you had a very great weekend and that your week, beginning from today is a new week, it will be successful and things will work out for you.
That's right.
All right.
Prestige, go Prestige.
Yeah,
go
yeah.
Prestige. Go.
Oh my gosh, I want to say a special good night and hello to everybody out there. Sly, Miss Sandra, Anissa, my mom, Pamela in Jamaica, Aisha down in Newark, New Jersey, and all those other people. Pleasant good night to you.
Yes.
All right, so now let's jump into the topic right now. Steamy, hot. I believe a lot of women are going to be very upset with us tonight.
Yeah.
But then again, say what it is, right? As long as we've been respectful to a certain degree, but we will have to voice our opinions on certain things and we will have to state certain things. So a lot of women may be on a little edge tonight. A lot of men may be might applaud and say, yes, give it to them. Give it to them. But it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So without further ado, I am going to drop the topic. And Platinum, you will do the honors.
Wow. I always up on the spot here, man.
Yes. So come on, let's see it on the screen there. What is our topic for tonight?
Come like me on Spotify.
Let's go.
Is a disrespectful woman attracted to man?
And you heard what the man said, and that is the question that we are asking tonight. Is a disrespectful woman attractive to men? Again, is a disrespectful woman attractive to men? Platinum. You're a man. What is your take on that?
Boy. I'm still a young boy. You like that one?
Yes. Oh my gosh. So tell us.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Do you think that a disrespectful woman would be considered attractive despite if she's pretty, despite if she's sexy, despite if she's shaped like the number 8, despite if she keeps her skin and her hair and her nails, and she's good looking, she's cute, she's pretty, all these different names that you adjectives that you describe women, right? She's immaculate, she keeps herself well. But pause, mash bricks.
Yeah.
there's one problem.
Elephant in the room.
Ooh, she has a mouth.
Wow.
She has a mouth. And that mouth apparently makes her unattractive. So let me hear your take on that.
What? A disrespectful woman to me. Ooh. A disrespectful woman to me. It's not my cup of tea.
Okay.
The reason why they will embarrass you in front of a crowd, they will embarrass you in front of your parents, they will embarrass you in front of your friends, and most of the time you have to get into fight with them.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to either knock them out or they knock you out.
Whoosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that don't look good. Especially if you are playing a part of your role as a up class citizen. You're trying to walk a clean slate.
A clean slate, right?
Yeah. And then you have this disrespectful woman drape you up in front of your friends.
Oh,
Didn't I tell you to come home? Didn't you get off work at 9 o'clock? What you still do that at 9:30?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I would applaud you and give you hands for that. Because that is some valid point.
Yeah.
Right? So have you ever had a disrespectful woman?
Yeah, of course.
And how did you handle it? How did you deal with it?
Well, I gotta tell you the truth. The sex was so good. No,
It blinded you.
Yeah,
It blinded you.
The sex was so good. Oh my God.
Wow.
And when she take off her clothes, you forget about all the disrespect that she had.
Okay.
Yeah, you be like, oh, slap me in my face.
Wow. So you were blinded.
Yeah.
You were held hostage.
Of course. No,
Wow.
yeah, held hostage by the sex.
Yeah. Well, that is not good. And I think a lot of men out there would have the same experience. They
Yes.
probably would say the same thing.
Yeah, of course. And then me and her would get into arguments. She'd be at my place. And I see something on TV and it's funny.
Right.
And I'd be laughing and she'd be like, oh, why you have to laugh so loud? I'm like, girl, it's not your apartment. Wow. It's a big argument.
Right. Okay. Well, unfortunately, as you say, and as a lot of other people out there and myself, a disrespectful woman could never be seen attractive. A disrespectful woman could never be cute. A disrespectful woman could never be upstanding in the eyes of society.
That's true.
Right? And this is what we are discussing tonight. This is what we are dissecting and trying to, jump into to understand and to just have the discussion about it. And there are a lot of men out there who would probably be applauding and say yes. Now there are quite a few men who are married to a disrespectful woman. They saw the smoke and still jumped into the fire. Well, unfortunately, you have two choices. It's either you stick it out or you disembark, right?
Yeah.
And for many of them, based on the situation, poor thing, they just stay and they have to stick with it, right?
Right.
So I don't think you guys are really saved. You're not considered saved. You're somewhat stuck in your situation.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, for the men out there, this will primarily more be for the men who are dating or who are attempting to date or who are currently in a relationship and is considering, to look out for the signs and pay attention and notice that this chick is not a woman that I could carry to the finish line. That this chick is not a woman that I can take home to meet my family and friends.
Yes.
Right? Based on her attitude, her mannerisms, which equalizes to being disrespectful.
You have them in society. You have them in the jobs. You have them. Some of them are athletes. Some of them makes crazy money, and they don't want to hear nothing from you.
Right.
You have them in all type of society.
Right. So it's not like it's been discriminated, and it has nothing to do with your class. For the most part, you find a woman who's very, very upstanding. She may not really be disrespectful, but then again, you may find a small percentage who are. But for the most part, a woman who is primarily very rugged, rough around the edges. Her brought up C is very, very minimal. Proper brought up C is very, very minimal. And she thinks that it's all about her, and nobody cannot say anything to her, and how dare you? And her mind is like, wow. I think somewhat she would be considered a narcissist, right? These are pretty much narcissistic people, right? Because again, it's all about control, right?
Right.
But
Right.
is it a nice thing for a woman to be disrespectful? No. And primarily to a man, right? Because the two most important things that men strive for or strive on, it's respect from a woman and peace of mind.
Yeah, that's right. Especially if you take home to your parents.
Right.
And the parents is Jamaican or Guyanese or Trinidadian.
West Indian and the whole.
Whoa.
Right.
Or if the parents is Haitian.
Right.
And they start to speak that Creole.
Right.
Get mama. Yes, if they start to speak that Creole.
There's something they don't like.
And the lady's American.
Right.
Oh my God. She's gonna be like, why don't you speak English?
Right, because she's not understanding.
What are you saying? Speak English.
She's talking in her language to really explain to you that she's not fancy of the person, but she cannot say it in English, so she's speaking it in her language. I think that's what you're trying to get to.
No. If the son comes in, the son to most people that are from the Caribbean, like Guyana, Trinidad, Jamaica, Haiti,
all whatever islands.
Some of them keep their native language.
Right, their lingo, their dialect.
Yes. So sometime when you come in the house and you bring your young lady that you're dating to meet
okay, I understand
your family and your family, and if it's a Guyanese guy, bring his girl over to meet his family.
Right.
And they say, "Oh, buddy, what's up, buddy? You bring another one, scunt."
Oh gosh.
And then there's a problem.
Right, because she don't understand.
And she go like, what did they just say?
Right, I understand.
Y'all need to go back on that banana boat.
And then she might become disrespectful.
Yes.
Right, because this is what you call culture clash.
Yes.
That's when the culture begins to clash.
Yes.
Right, so I understand. Very good point. Yep. But it's more towards also in a relationship, because it's very hard for a man to be in a relationship with a disrespectful woman. And we are speaking about the woman who she figures more or less that if things don't go her way, if she cannot get you under her wings in a certain order, all hell breaks loose, right? And this is the type. Now, sometimes you could recognize the disrespectfulness. People may dislike me for this, but sometimes the dress code, sometimes a woman's dress code can indicate what is going to come out of her mouth. Am I wrong or right?
You think so?
Platinum. Not all the time, but a lot of times, and some people would agree. Let's say 75%. 75% of the time, based on how a woman is dressed, you can tell the type of stuff that will come out of her mouth. You can tell the type of way that she flexes. You can tell the type of way that she deals with or socializes, right? And sometimes you pay attention to the group of friends that she has, right? That's another representation. Because if she's hanging with a crew and they all just like to smoke and drink and cuss and dress a particular certain way, and they're very outlandish, 8 out of 10, remember, that's her crew.
Yes.
And that's how you met her.
Yes.
That is what you're going to get. And most oftentimes, that is going to be a disrespectful woman.
True.
She's not going to be a woman who is going to pat it down. And if you probably tell her about it, all hell is breaking up into pieces. And then she's going to disrespect you even more.
Some of the high society women.
Yeah, but they do it in a different kind of way.
Like what?
They do it in a more in a more smooth, different kind of way, right? But the ones who are pretty much, I want the proper term because I don't want people to be pissed off with me.
What?
The more street type, right? Let's call it that way. The more street type, the chicks who more hang out a lot and drink a lot and smoke a lot and that type of stuff, right? They oftentimes, their languages, their dress code, their mannerisms, the way in which they behave is going to be totally different. And these type of chicks, unfortunately, platinum, oftentimes they are disrespectful because they have a ruggedness. It comes just as a male, a gentleman, a guy who is very street, right? And that's his thing. His edges are going to be rough. He's not going to be the gentle gentleman type where he speaks a certain way and he keeps himself a certain way. That's just how it is. We don't like to accept these things, and the first word that people like to highlight, oh, you're discriminating. No, I am not discriminating. I am talking the truth, and I am telling you, I'm calling a red bulb a red bulb, and I'm calling a green bulb a green bulb.
Thought you would say a spade is spade.
Right?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. I consider myself upstanding. I consider myself a somewhat classy type of chick.
So
right?
you've never been disrespectful?
But no.
Never?
Maybe when you're younger because you don't understand. But when you start understanding as a woman, you can't be disrespectful your entire life unless that is your DNA, unless that is the type of environment, because the environment, the household, based on where you were brought up, has a lot to do with it. Right? You grew up with everybody around you in that circle. That's how they flex. That's how they talk. That's how they deal with things. Unless you decide to take yourself out of it and
what?
curtail a different lifestyle for yourself. But for the most part, if this is the type of hanging you grew up in, you find you will turn out to be that type of woman or that type of man.
I'm asking you, have you ever been disrespectful?
When I was younger, yes.
Oh,
but I didn't
okay.
understand. You understand what I'm telling you? And listen to me.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand the importance of being respectful to a man. It's by getting older that I understood. So now by me understanding, I'm not going to do it.
So what made you understand? What made your transition
by
over?
listening to men, right? And observing and then seeing how certain people act. And I say, oh my gosh, this is how I just be looking. That's the way that don't seem right. And I started curving myself. Because it's not a nice thing and I don't want to be like that, right? Have I ever dragged up anybody in public? No, I've never done that. But maybe pass words, and say certain things. I did it. But again, I was younger, right? Now, as I told you before, you cannot be a woman who understand and know for a fact that being disrespectful, the things that are coming out of your mouth is wrong, right? And you can't decide to just be carrying on that type of lifestyle your entire life and not willing to change. Because most times these type of women, they end up being alone, right? Or if they are still married and the man is still around, the relationship is very, it has turmoil because she's very disrespectful.
Right. But not 95% of the disrespectful women. Not 95% of them. Because you got these hood dudes that want them.
Right, because every dog has its bone. Right? A very upstanding, classy gentleman. The last thing he needs is that type of female in his life. He's going to X you out. He's not going to stick around. Now, if the guy is really rugged, street, because, birds of a feather flock together.
True.
That is what they are going to
True.
deal with.
True.
Now, if it's a very nice, decent, and once in a while something cross paths and something comes out of her mouth, because everybody we're human, right? But at the same time, you have to know how to pat it down, right?
Yeah.
I've gone to places and see couples with my own two eyes, like in a store environment, they're shopping, and the gentleman cannot make up his mind on the item that he wants to purchase. You see this? And saying it very loud. You gotta be kidding me. This is ridiculous. It's either you want the pants or you don't want it. And people are pausing and looking, and the guy, he has a very subtle voice, and he's telling her, babes, quiet. Don't tell me quiet down. Don't tell me quiet down. Meet me in the car and walk off.
Yes. Woo!
That is disrespectful.
Let me take my headphones off. Woo! Oh my God, and put it back on.
That is very disrespectful.
Yes.
I've seen people they in restaurants, platinum, and out of the blue, something just brawl out, and the chick just jump up and throw water, or throw the wine, or throw what beverage on the gentleman, and everything just part like the sea.
What have you ever?
And people have to come in, security or the people for the restaurant, they have to come in and try to get things simmer down. That is a disrespectful woman.
Right, but you ever experienced Jamaican disrespectful woman?
Yeah, oh, I see it all the time. And I'm going to be honest with you guys out there.
Yeah.
In the restaurants, a lot of the Jamaican restaurants, unfortunately, the service, the chicks, the females, the young ladies that they normally put there, they are often disrespectful.
Yes.
They are often impolite. They are very rugged. They are very rough. Let us call a spade a spade.
Especially when you have sex with them.
Well, I'm dealing with my customer service when I went. That's how some of them, not all of them, but a huge percentage of them, they're very disrespectful.
No, especially.
From the man perspective, you deal with that.
Yeah, especially when you have sex with them and you go 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And you and them have an argument. Or the sex is not good. And you and them have an argument.
Okay.
They are disrespectful.
So what they tell you?
A 5 minute boy. You can't come chat to me. I owe you. I bet you just go on your bed and go sleep, you know. 5 minute boy.
Oh.
If the sex not good to him, you can't have sex. I owe you. Go on your bed, man. I will you call on phone and talk about your warm back. Go on your bed.
Oh. That is disrespectful.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you guys have it.
And you see if the what you call it now? The
What?
penis is not long like your hand.
Ooh.
Yeah? A like old boy.
Oh.
Go on your bed. You want come tickle.
Ladies and gentlemen, he said it. I didn't. Okay. Well, that would be disrespectful. That would be very, very disrespectful. Wow.
And another thing now, if you say if you're not on the money, them disrespect you wicked.
Wow.
Hey boy, you know say bro. Why you calling my phone? Don't call my phone, man. You're gonna come look up in my face. You don't have nothing to give me. Yeah. They're very disrespectful.
Wow. So then how do you handle that? Do you keep pursuing that woman or you just jump ship?
What do you mean you're angry?
Would you keep seeing the person?
No, because they're disrespectful.
Okay. So then you are somewhat one of those Jamaican men who kind of stray away from dating them and probably try other cultures, other women?
No, I'm try a whole heap of culture. I'm try a whole heap.
Okay. All right. That's another show.
Yeah, try a whole heap of culture.
Oh my goodness. Well, thanks for your input. That was very interesting.
Yeah, the Jamaican woman.
Yeah.
When they are this year, it coming like your pride go from here
to
down here.
Wow, ladies, you listening? You hearing?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Them don't play with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Them want to tell you say your private part not active. You know say your private part not active. You need help. Go look some help. You know say you're not good. I mean, you want to come take out? We're going to take me. McDonald's, Burger King.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that is unfortunate. And as we were saying, disrespectful women, they are not attractive to men. They are not attractive to upstanding, decent men.
Yeah.
A little random dude who just loved the street, probably he could deal and tolerate that because, they may be rough and rugged. And if she starts, he may box her down.
Yeah.
Or they may tackle and they may fight. Right? But then that's a type of toxic love. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But an upstanding gentleman, he strives nothing more but for respect and for peace of mind. Right? And once he realizes that despite the outer shell, how pretty and attractive, the minute this opens and you tell him some bad word or you curse him out or you, as you were explaining, tell him about his body parts and all that, honey, no, you would be alone. And we have a lot of those women out there.
No, all of them, you know.
What?
Not all of them are going to be alone.
Well, I know because they have the match. The people who could tolerate them would stay with them.
Yeah. You have to rough in a society.
Mm-hmm.
When a woman is disrespectful, you have to rough.
Wow.
You have to real rough. You have to be a gangster.
What about just not being with that woman?
No, because sometimes you love her.
Yeah, but that love shouldn't be hurting and biting like that. So then there is something wrong with you, your self-esteem, your ego, your confidence as a man in order to sit down and tolerate that. Because let me tell you something. Before you fall in love or before you get in with the person, you see the signs, true or false.
True.
Even if they disguise it, you can still see certain things. So why are men still seeing signs
Let me-
and still jumping in despite of the intimacy being the bomb, despite of her cooking is delicious, despite of her probably cleaning up and doing good laundry. But there are other things. Her mouth, it's like a what you call it? She has a verbal diarrhea.
All right, you can't have the disrespectful woman, right? She cook, she clean, she do all of these things for you, right? And you have the woman that's not disrespectful, but the chick do not cook, she do not clean, she do not do nothing that lay down and get sex.
Okay. So you prefer to take the disrespectful woman over her?
Yeah, I mean,
wow,
me didn't cook.
Wow.
Me didn't put the table. She said, babes, you didn't have the microwave, you know. I said, okay.
Wow.
Just walk and warm it up. I said, warm it up for me now. She said, oh, warm up what? Oh, I look like a warm up one. Then I said, okay, baby.
Wow. You have some real self-confidence problems, boy. In order to sit down and tolerate that, you have to have your self-confidence platinum. It's blended up in a blender. That is very pitiful. That is very sad that you are willing to tolerate a disrespectful woman based on the fact that she does things for you prior to be with a woman who is not disrespectful, but she does nothing for you. I think some men will prefer to choose the woman who doesn't do anything, but she's not disrespectful.
Nah, man. I come in on a food market and say, babe, I couldn't even buy a pizza. So I don't have no money, I'm broke.
Wow.
When they disrespectful woman, they call her and say, yo, babes, you know what I say? Want a pizza? And she say, all right, I'm going to take out your bank account.
Right.
We have to pay him back.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she take out of my bank account, but me have to pay her back. Say, all right, baby, do your thing. I come in pizza on the table. I said, ooh.
Oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen.
I said to her, babes, you eat already? She said, after me tell her, I want a pizza.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You say, all right, babes, I eat off the whole pizza.
Right.
Tomorrow morning, she just shut your box and say, me tell her if you eat off the whole pizza, me want a slice. It's too crazy.
She box it.
Pow, pow.
You need real counseling. Anyway, let's jump into a happy birthday shout out section here, segment. So right now we have on the screen here, we're wishing this gentleman here a special birthday shout out to Houston Davis in Brooklyn, New York. And Mr. Davis, this birthday shout out is coming, of course, from the Pinky and the Brain Talk Show. Right, and we're wishing you a very, very happy birthday. Longevity, success, long life, and Prestige likes to wish everybody that you can live up to 110.
I don't think he will like that.
Nope.
I just say I'll get the disrespect.
Well, he's a very athletic gentleman. He likes running marathons and so forth. So I believe his lifespan is gonna be stretched out a little bit. Yeah. So big up again to Mr. Houston Davis,
Mr.
in
Davis.
Brooklyn, New York. Happy birthday from myself, Prestige ATM.
And Platinum, the money making machine.
Right. Anything you need to tell him specifically?
If you ain't from New York, get out of New York. Happy birthday,
Oh,
Mr. Davis.
Lord, Mr. Davis, happy
Brooklyn,
birthday.
New York. But you know the song?
What?
Huh?
What's the song?
If you're not from New York, get out of New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a new song?
Yeah, that's a new song.
Okay.
If you're not from New York, get out of New York.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are back here and we are discussing and we are asking the question, is a disrespectful woman attractive to men? I say no. They are not attractive to men, especially to decent, upstanding men. Right? The last thing a gentleman wants, an upstanding man wants, is to know that he has a woman that he cannot trust with her mouth when she's out there, right? That he cannot afford to take out and sit down and have dinner, not understanding, not knowing what may come out of her mouth. That he cannot take her to his job, his company's dinner, and she says something that is out of timing, right? Maybe they don't have a pretty good relationship at home, and when they come out, it shows. And then people start noticing that they start interacting in a particular way where it's dog eat dog, and things are being thrown or something spill and she started racing up, or he asked her a simple question. What you ask me that for?
Mm.
And, ooh,
Whoa.
wow, right?
But some of these women turn on some men. Some men like that. Some men.
That's
their
insecure
fish.
men. Insecure men.
They-
When a
that's
man
their
is secure
fetish.
platinum,
Yeah.
no way, no way, no
You think
way,
so?
no way, no way, no way. You could line up 10 secure, right, well kept, upstanding, very well protected mentally gentlemen, and they will tell you there is no way in hell they are going to stand up and tolerate a disrespectful woman in their lives. And even if while the woman was never disrespectful, but during the course of the relationship she turned disrespectful, they're not going to tolerate it.
But someone
They are not
like,
gonna tolerate
someone like that, Prestige. Someone love it.
That is what I told you. The men who would love that and prefer that are men who are insecure within themselves. They are not strong-minded, strong-willed men. They are what you call men boys, boy men. They are not fully mentally men. Because a real man, he don't tolerate disrespect from a woman. Right? And this is how these women understand, and they know that because they know who to attack, they know who to tackle, they know who to get in the palm of their hands, because they know a real man is not going to sit down and tolerate them. So they end up straying off and looking for weak men, mentally weak men, emotionally weak men that they can maneuver and deal with and speak to and talk to how they want. And don't talk to pow.
Wow. Oh my God.
Okay. Don't talk too hard.
Whoa.
Right? And it's embarrassing that maybe the man, his family comes over, and they are so used to having it out in the house that even if the family's there platinum,
Yeah.
she kick off
Yeah.
and start to carry on and embarrass and carry on in front of the people.
Yeah.
The man's mother, well, it's his house, it's their house, so it's either she's the mom who would step in and say something, or more than likely she may mind her business and she might leave. And then she may call him and say, son, you have to do something about that, because this doesn't look well.
There's a lot of that.
Right?
I've been there.
And then you may have some women who get beat. They don't mind if they disrespect, because like they like the blows, because they might be with a gentleman. The minute that they open their mouth, he start to share blows, licks. And it's a constant cat and dog relationship.
That's true.
Platinum, what is that?
I don't know. It's crazy.
Well, we go back to upbringing, we go back to the environment, we go back to what we call the product of you, a product of your environment, and a lot of times that is true based on where you came from. You evolve into that type of product, and it doesn't really leave you, because that is who you are, that is who you know, this is where you came from, this is the livelihood, this is the setting that you grew up into, right? And another thing, if you grew up in a household seeing your mother disrespecting
Your father.
your father or a stepdad or men on the whole, what do you think a young lady is going to do? Because that's all she knows. She's going to grow up disrespecting men, because that is what she was taught.
And sometimes that's where woman abuse come from too.
Right.
That's where sometimes women get abused by men. The disrespect. And sometimes the man is trying to curve her for her to be the, his perfect lady.
Right.
But she just cannot get out of that.
Because that
character.
is who she is.
Yes.
That is who she is, right? And you as a person, the individual, you have to be willing to work on this here, the brain, the frontal lobe, the whatever, every part of the brain. You have to be willing to work on that in order to make some changes and to be a better person when it comes as a female, to be disrespectful. Because a lot of women, a lot of us struggle if we are disrespectful to get a relationship. Or a lot of us struggle that when we are in the relationship, it doesn't work out because of the fact of our disrespectfulness.
Yeah.
Right? And it's really, really unfortunate, and it's really, really sad. And a lot of men, they are running. It's not like long ago where men are sitting down and tolerating. No, honey, no. The new generation of men, they're not even giving you two chances with your mouth and being disrespectful. They are gone. Road runner. Choo!
I remember and she it had just rained. So you're gonna have the little puddle and the little rainwater.
Right.
She didn't want to step in that.
Okay.
Yeah, mommy, I forget real angry. I'm mad. And she was like, I'm not stepping in that. Are you crazy? You know who I am? I turned to her and said,
Who was she?
yeah, my ex-girl.
Yeah, but who was she? What status she had? What status she had? Wow, so what you said to her?
Never get real mad and start cause be a bad word in the parking lot. As she step in the water, I said, oh my God, I can't believe you took me to Jamaica and I have to step in this water. Oh, that's nasty.
Was she from Jamaica? Or
No,
was
she wasn't from Jamaica.
Right, so then so they're not used to that.
Yeah.
So you literally wanted her to put her feet in the
What
water.
you mean? Let me put my
Platinum.
foot in the water. Come
Nah,
in, baby. We are walking in the water. Go.
Nah, Platinum.
Oh my
That's a little off for me.
Eh?
I might have been. I wouldn't have been disrespectful to you, but I would have told you about it in a nice way.
What? Oh, you that way? If me and you walk no one, I pull the water.
Well, at least you could. I don't know the weight of the one, but at least you could lift me up and cross me over.
What are you mad? You look like a man in this car.
That's just being a gentleman, Platinum.
No, you're mad, man. Me and you walk through the water, man.
Oh my,
Through the mud and
Platinum.
everything.
Nah, Platinum, because then people could get courage, they could get ringworm infection
No,
if the water is dirty.
No. It's not that the pool of water wasn't that.
Okay.
Wasn't that level.
Yeah, but I don't think most women, especially a classy lady, I don't think she'll want to walk through water. So I'll defend the chick with that one.
No, man. If you're with me, you get down.
No, I'll jump up on your back and you cross me over.
No, no problem.
Now, depending on the weight or the size of the woman, if you can manage that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, no, I don't think. So I think that part was a bit recommended there because she was upset. But probably she should have challenged her mouth in a different avenue instead of being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Right? So
But she got over it. She finally came to
Platinum,
my agreement.
in your business a little bit.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to stray from the point, but stay with me.
Yeah.
I notice you like taking a lot of chicks to Jamaica.
A lot?
Every time I hear you took this chick to Jamaica. You took
No.
that chick
No,
to
no,
Jamaica.
no.
So apparently you just love taking chicks
How
to
many
Jamaica.
chicks I took to Jamaica?
I don't know, but I always keep hearing you, and I'm counting them on my hands, and I'm like, wow,
Me, I wonder how
Platinum
much-
is really stepping it up.
Me wonder how much money me have to take so much.
So when you take these chicks, excuse me, they are paying out of their pocket, or you covering the expenses?
What?
When you take them to Jamaica, are you buying their airfare? Are you booking hotels for them? You spending on all the meals and everything? Full accommodation on offer your money?
No.
Okay, all right. So then you'll tell me another time.
No, listen.
You'll tell me another time because we.
Let me clear it up. Right?
Real quick.
All right, real quick. Well, the first lady I took to Jamaica, this is my ex.
Uh-huh.
I took to Jamaica. I don't think I paid for her airfare. She paid for her own airfare.
Okay.
And we stayed at my aunt.
Oh, relative. Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right.
Yeah.
Well, just checking.
And
Just
then,
checking.
we went to Jamaica 2 more times after that.
Okay.
And then she booked a hotel and I stayed.
Okay, so it was a balance. Okay, good,
Yeah.
nice. Because I don't want nobody to take advantage of poor plats.
No, and then the second time now, I did pay for everything.
Okay, good, nice. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're just looking out for Platinum because Platinum won the lotto and we don't know.
No. Sometimes you have to grow up, you know.
Right.
Sometimes you have to grow up. On the way growing up,
Right. Then you right.
yes. Then
Okay.
I did the whole ball game,
Right.
hotel, food, playing
Right.
fair.
But then you understand it's a balance.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Nice.
understand the balance, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, again, is a disrespectful woman attractive to men? No. They are not. They are not seen as respectable women, especially if they are very rugged and rough around the edges. You have some women, they would just burp. Say, excuse me. Why? I don't need to say that. That's rude, right? The mouth, they cursing like a sailor. F this and F that, and even in a normal everybody just throw the little F bombs in between, right? But you can't be a woman who's trying to stand off as respectful and every 2 words that comes out of your mouth is a cuss. That is not seen as respectful. That is a disrespectful woman,
Yeah.
right? And then you cannot be in public or anywhere with your gentleman, and you are constantly embarrassing him and talking down at him in front of people, that is very, very disrespectful.
Yes,
right?
that's
And as
true.
I said earlier, if the man is suffering low confidence, low self-esteem, his ego is punctured, right? It's inflated. Then she score a home run because she's gonna have this poor guy left, right, and center being her idiot,
That's true.
and that is not good. And people, of course, are going to be laughing and talking about him. And sometimes, let's smash bricks.
Yeah.
Don't think because you acting up this way, sometimes the man reach his boiling point and he can hurt you because he's tired and he's fed up.
Yes,
and you
true.
see that a lot of times,
True.
right? So this is something that a lot of women, I think, need to do a check on, and do some pondering on, and ask yourself the question, should I work on my respect, my mannerisms? I've been hearing for the longest while people keep telling me I'm disrespectful, and it's time I take a look at it and let me just pat it down a bit. Let me work on it and try, because that is a sore within itself.
Do you think that Chinese women need to change them?
No, you're giving an advice, but they have to be the ones who are willing to take that step. It's an advice we are giving, right? We're recommending an advice. And as I said earlier, I don't ever leave myself out. I had an issue with respect with my mouth at one time, and I was younger, and I worked on it because, you can't tell me hip, I say hey, and blah, 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 blah. No, right? My mouth was running motorboat with I wasn't going up in nobody's face and all that type of stuff.
Okay.
But I was energetic and full of boost up.
And I can tell that you have a slick mouth. I can
Right?
tell.
But then it wasn't working out in my favor, and I had to smooth it out. And you have to pat it down. And then of course I became older, so now I'm on the ladylike type of side. And I think most young girls, when we're growing up, we have that feistiness. Unless we're really, really quiet, that's a difference. But then we try to transition and we try to pat it down. Now that doesn't mean you could take me for an idiot and back me up against a wall,
Walking.
No. Prestige. I will unzip and I will unleash my venom. But for the most part, I try my best not to be disrespectful to men. And I think, and it's not just in relationships, just casually, in the street or whatever. I remember one time I wasn't driving. I had to take the bus. I didn't have access to the vehicle. And I stood there and I met a gentleman at the bus stop. And I said, "Good morning." He said, "What you said?" I said, "Good morning." He said, "You're not from here. You are not from here. You are very respectable." He said, "These chicks here don't tell people good morning."
And where was that?
Huh?
Where was that?
In the States here.
Okay.
Right?
Wow.
He said, "You are very, very respectable." And gentleman and I started talking very well. And just the other day I ran into him. I was driving and I saw him. And I had to remind him who I. He said, yes, how are you doing? And we started talking. And one led to the next, and he kept, mentioning certain things about women and blah, because he liked to talk about that.
Yeah.
Right? But I just drew that as an example that I practice being respectable, not just if I'm in a relationship, but to men on the whole. And this is what I'm saying. You could be walking down the street and a gentleman may stop his car. It's not necessarily he wants to, he's trying to pick you up. He probably just giving you a nice comment. And a lot of women, we don't know how to accept
those yes.
comments and when a man compliments us. Right?
That's true. That is true.
"Hello, you look so nice today. Have a good day." Oh, why are you so bitter and angry? I will normally say thank you very much. And if I realize the gentleman is coming on a little too hard, I will pat him down nice and easy. But I'm not going to be rude and disrespectful. Supposing I was rude and disrespectful to him, and by the time I drove or I walked or whatever, 2-3 miles or 2-3 blocks away, I ran into something and something happened. And when I turn around, the same gentleman, what do you think he's going to do? Do you think he's going to help me?
Yes, he's nah.
More than likely, he wouldn't. He would go straight because I disrespected and I was very rude to him before. He's not going to help me. I will be stuck in my mess.
True.
You was going to say something?
Yeah, most Caribbean guys have different way of they call for women.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you know the
Because we're
shots.
Caribbean, yeah.
You know
They
the
will
shots.
suit or they will piss or whatever.
Yes.
You know, that's our little code we understand.
Yes.
But if you step out and you try to do that with other women who is not a part of that culture, they don't want to know what they may think it's rude, and they may want to know why is he doing this?
Yeah, when I first came from Jamaica and I was trying to talk to a young lady and I said, psst, psst. And she turned around and said,
Think it's a bird.
let me ask you something. What do you take me for? So I said, what you mean? I like you, I want to talk to you, I want to get your number. It's like, do I look like a damn cat?
Oh Lord. See?
Do I
Because
look
she
like I'm
doesn't
losing
understand.
air or something?
Yeah, she doesn't understand.
I said, God damn.
She doesn't understand. And that's what it is.
Said you dirty MF. I said,
Oh boy.
trying to talk to me. I said,
Oh boy.
Girls want me head down and keep moving.
Okay,
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, right now we are going to jump into our missing persons segment here. Last night we looked at a young lady who, in the Barbados area, she was missing, or she is missing. And then we have another young lady from the Barbados area who she is also missing. And they seem like they come from the same location or close around the same area, right?
Mm-hmm.
So up on the screen here we have Renika Zakaila husbands. She is missing. They are looking for her, right? It's very, very critical at this point, and they are trying to locate her in Barbados. And as I always say, Platinum,
Yes.
we are big advocates we're against human trafficking and kidnapping and so forth.
Yeah.
So we always highlight globally people from different parts of the world.
That's right.
Because you can be in one area and be seen in another, right?
Yeah, true.
So presently missing is 14-year-old Renika Zakaila husbands of Block 13F, Haynes Village, St. James in Barbados. She was last seen by her mother on April 13th, 2023, when she was given permission to spend time with her friends in the Haynesville area. So the global community, you're asked to kindly contact the Holtown Police Station in Barbados at 1246-419-1700, or any police station or the police emergency in Barbados there, which is 211. Alright, so Zakaila, where are you? They're looking for you. We're hoping that you're safe, and the parents, the family, the mother and father and everybody, our hopes go out with you that she's found safely. Platinum, anything to add?
Well, at first, I hear one last name, husband.
Yeah, they have some people. In
Yeah.
Trinidad, we have some people with the last name husbands, and maybe those are people who originated from Barbados to Trinidad,
Yeah.
who came from here. So we have here. There are people with husbands here.
Okay.
Right? So we hope that she's found. And again, the police are saying, you
Yeah.
guys need to, if you see anything, communicate,
Okay.
contact. So whatever part of the world you are, missing is 14-year-old Renika Zakaila husbands of Block 13F Haynes Village in St. James in Barbados. She was last seen by her mother on April 13th, 2023, and she was given permission, listen to the word,
Yeah,
permission to spend time with her friends in the Haynesville area. Right, kindly contact the Holtown Police Station in Barbados at 1246-419-1700, or any police station or police emergency hotline you can call 211. Right?
Yeah.
And this is my thing though, because ladies and gentlemen, you have to be very aware and be very cautious where your children, where you're sending them, who they are going to.
Yeah.
Right? Do you know their parents? What permission are you giving that these children can just be allowed to go certain areas? You have to be careful. So we don't know, maybe the parents and mother know the people for a long time and decided to send her, but she's missing and they're looking for her. Which is very unfortunate.
No, live my life yet, nothing.
No. All right, so we're getting ready to wrap up here, Platinum. Let's put in our 2 cents really quick so we can
Yes.
close off. What do you have to say in closing about disrespectful women and they're not being attractive to men?
Well, we can't tell a man them who to choose,
Right.
right? And if this woman can cook, clean, and you're willing to, what would you call the word? You're willing to subject,
Abide.
Yeah, abide by this disrespectful woman. Hey, who am I to tell you I'm not God? Do your thing. And if you come across a disrespectful woman, and this woman, you cannot take what she's dishing out, leave. Leave and find somebody that you are more compatible with. Because some of these disrespectful women will send you to prison. They will let you lose your driver's license. Your job. You spend 10 years in prison, looking on the ceiling, and say, God damn, if I do, just walk away.
Yep.
That is just my 2 piece.
Right. Excellent. Well, I had in 25 cents.
Yeah, 20.
Excuse me. For the men out there, and if I had a son, I'll tell him the same thing.
Yeah.
You cannot allow to put your dignity, your morals, your whole self-worth, your value on the ground to be dragged by a disrespectful woman. Because once she's done with you, nobody on the whole will have respect for you. Everybody on your job, family, and everybody's going to lose respect to you, your children and everybody, right? So you have to understand, I think it comes with a man understanding his value and his worth. And when a man or woman, and when a human being don't understand their value and their worth for themselves, they will tolerate anything. They will pick up anything. They will deal with anything because they don't understand how valuable and how worthy they are. And I think this is a huge problem with a lot of men who choose to interact with disrespectful women, and sometimes they marry them and they go the whole 9 miles, right? Now mind you, the children that you bring forth with this woman, more than likely they are going to be disrespectful to you because that is what she's teaching them. That is what they are seeing in the home. That is what they are seeing from her, right? So it wouldn't end well at either side. And then you're going to have to be dealing with disrespectful children and a disrespectful woman. Oh, to you, right? Mm-hmm. So I think for the men, you need to be a little more wise. You need to be a little more understanding about yourself and what your worth and value is, to know that you're not going to tolerate a disrespectful woman.
That's right.
Right? You can't have nobody slapping you up in the street, dragging you from one end to the next, cursing you out, telling you all type of hurtful things, and putting you down lower than the white line, and just have you looking ridiculous. No, that's unacceptable. Who does she think she is? Right? Who does she think she is? It's a no-no. And for the women out there, if you know this is your forte and this is the way you flex and this is who you are, I would advise you to pat it down a bit, because at the end of the day, you're going to lose out, and then you'll find yourself by yourself. And if you're not just disrespectful to men only, but you're disrespectful to your children, you're disrespectful to co-workers, because normally these type of people, they're disrespectful to everybody on their jobs and everywhere. They have attitudes, right? And then normally they are not liked. A disrespectful person, more than likely, most people don't really like you, right? Because, you're disrespectful. Who's going to like a disrespectful person?
Nobody.
So I'm going to advise you, if you are, backing up that alley, that you need to pat it down and do some self-realization and have a conversation with yourself and take a different route. I'm not saying that you're going to allow people to run you over and take you for a fool, right? But at the same token, you need to have some respect for yourself, because once you're disrespectful to people, that means you don't have any respect for yourself.
That's right.
You can never respect yourself
True.
if you're being disrespectful to people.
True.
Right? Because in order to gain and have respect, you have to give it.
That's right.
And that is one thing I've learned. That is why I try to turn certain things around. I said, if I need to have respect to get it, I have to give it. So I need to learn to be respectful.
That's right.
And that is when I started working on things, right? So I'm not better than the next man out there. I'm not better than anybody out there. I have my faults. I have my share of things. But I work. It's a working process. And I'm an adult. I'm a mature adult. So I can take the approach to talk to myself and say, you know what? The bus stops here. There are certain things I need to work on, and it must be done now. Right? So we are getting ready to exit the building. We are getting ready to close off. Platinum,
My name woman a year in a prestige.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just being truthful. We are just being honest. And if honesty is not
Your cup of tea.
if honesty is not your cup of tea and it's not something that you pretty much want to accept and to work on, well then I really don't know. I really don't know what to tell you, right?
That's right. Can't
But
control them.
no, we can't, right? So let them here in closing. This is your part here. Tell the people how to subscribe.
All right. You can subscribe and share on the YouTube, TikTok, and LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. You can check us out. Our email address.
Mm-hmm.
You can check it out. Prestige and Platinum. No, them can subscribe.
Right.
You can subscribe. Right at Prestige and Platinum 2023.
Well, hashtag. Right? If they
Yeah.
want to find us easily, they can use the hashtag Prestige and Platinum 2023 to find us on YouTube and Facebook. That's our hashtag for there. Right? And then, of course, as you said, you can like, subscribe, and share us on YouTube, our YouTube channel, and share it with Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn, because that's where we are. Oh, the TikTok, wow. You have to chop things up for 10 minutes. It's a lot of work, so sometimes I don't really post much, but I have to start posting much. You have to, start posting a little more, because you have to re-edit it, because they're taking 10 minutes of a video clip. Instagram, I think, is some 1 minute or something.
Yeah,
anyway,
1
so
minute.
I don't really put, because it's so much and so much I have to do,
Yeah.
But those are the platforms that we are located and that you can find us, right? And if there's an artist, or there is a person who wants to share some type of info or some type of concern that you have, you can always reach out to us, and you can always let us know, right? And we will be more than happy to highlight you. If you want interviews, advice, you want to drop in a letter, you can give us a WhatsApp at 868-356-9009, or you send us an email at pinkyandthebrain2023@gmail.com. That's if you want to communicate with us. You have an issue, you have a concern, there's a topic you would like us to discuss and talk about for you. You're an artist and you want a quick interview, you want to highlight yourself, or you have a business or whatever, you can always reach out to us. So for interviews and advice and letters, reach us on WhatsApp 868-356-9009, or send us an email at pinkyandthebrain2023@gmail.com. Right? So we are closing off here. As always, it's a pleasure. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep positive. Keep focused. Don't let anybody tell you cannot. Nobody. Cannot is not a part of your vocabulary.
That's right.
And based on the topic we were talking about tonight, always be respectful to other people in order to gain respect. Right?
That's right.
Make being respectful a part of your daily routine, if you will. To be respectful to people. You get on the bus. My boy is a bus driver.
Yeah.
Right? You get on the bus. Simply be respectful. Good morning. He's the one who's taking you there to get you safe. When you're leaving, you get off the bus. Thank you. That's being respectful and being thankful to people.
And the next time you come on the bus, bring a coffee or a tea.
Beg.
Yeah.
Beggy. Give me gang.
I love my belly.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's always try to be the best version of ourselves, right? And stay focused and love each other.
Hi.
Right now in the world, that's a happy.
Me and my friend,
right?
Mr.
So as we always say,
Rum is here
keep your
to
mind on money and money on your mind.
Static. I had some stress, so I take some shots. But I'm on the